Hey, all right. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I just finished having an amazing conversation on Instagram Live about the Ahmaud Arbery killing. I gotta say it how it is. Killing. And, I was thinking about it last night, and it was just like the most heartbreaking thing, because as Black people and African people, we are peaceful people. And people continue to demonize us. People continue to hate us and oppress us. And I said this yesterday, the dua of the oppressed is always answered and justice will be served. But I'm just absolutely shocked that we can't jog anymore. It said so many things to me when I was going through the situation and going through the killing that occurred. I'm sitting here like, we can't even jog in our own neighborhood. I don't know where he lived, but I'm like, so you're telling me if you see a Black man or a Black person running through a neighborhood, especially if it's a nice neighborhood, you assume they're not supposed to be there. So what you're saying is Black people can't live in nice places. Black people can't live in decent neighborhoods, in good neighborhoods. Black people can't take care of their health, especially we're in a pandemic. Gyms are closed. We can't jog down the street without it being a problem. Actually, it was through a neighborhood, not even down the street. We can't jog through our own neighborhoods without it being a problem in broad daylight. So that just lets me know the mentality that, if you're in a nice neighborhood, you're not supposed to be here because Black people don't have nice things. Black people don't live in nice places. Black people don't take care of their health. That's what that white man is telling me. And I don't have a problem with white people, but I have a problem with white people who clearly have this mentality and portray these actions. And it's absolutely disgusting because you shoot a person twice unarmed in broad daylight because they're jogging. And one thing that just floored me was when I heard the man was like, I ordered him to stop and he didn't stop. Who are you? What you mean you ordered him to stop? Who are you for me to take orders from you? Are you the police? Are you the military? Are you any sort of government official who has the authority to order anybody to stop? So you know what that told me also? It told me that, this person thinks because they're white and you're Black, I have authority and superiority over you. Therefore, if I order you to stop, you should stop. Who are you? If I'm walking on the street and someone orders me to stop a civilian, why am I going to stop? Who in their right mind would stop? You are none of my business and I am none of yours. You order me to stop? That literally lets me know that you think you have superiority and authority over a person of color. So if you say stop, they are required to stop. You are not the law. You are not the law. But they don't want to hear it when the government has a mandatory stay-at-home order. They don't want to be told what to do. So they're going to the state capitals with guns and rifles because someone ordered them not to do something. But you want to order a person of color to do something and you're not even a government official. And if they don't, and when he didn't, he went and shot him twice. Actually, in the video, it sounded like 3 times. Unarmed in broad daylight. Absolutely insane. No threat. He was jogging, literally minding his own business. And they just shot him. And it really absolutely kills my soul. It kills my absolute soul that Black people, I'm saying Black people in general, I'm not even going to say people of color, Black people get treated worse than animals. Worse than animals. And we're the most peaceful people. I promise you. We're the most peaceful people. Yeah, we get treated worse than the animals. And I don't say people of color because people of color turn around and treat Black people like they're worse, they treat animals better. other people of color treat black people as if they're not worth anything. And it absolutely kills me. It absolutely kills me. So that, like, you know, when some things, like, you hear about stories, but this one particularly, like, really, really bothered me. So, and then nothing is happening. And then they want to say, oh, due to coronavirus, things are moving slow. Well, pick it up, because I bet if someone goes out there today, finds those two men and shoots and kills them dead, oh, somebody's getting arrested that same day. I bet you something's going to get done if someone goes where to go and murder these two white men. That man and his son, Michael, I don't remember, whatever. I'm sure something will be done about it right then and there and now. So anyway, the conversation we were having on Instagram Live, we were talking about gun ownership, and I was getting other people's opinions about gun ownership. And I am responsible. I need to insert that in here. Responsible, or down here, gun ownership. I feel that in order to own a gun, legally own a gun, get a CCW, CCP, in order to purchase a gun, you need to have a psychological diagnostic evaluation, obviously performed by a clinical mental health professional, whether that be a counselor or a psychologist or a psychiatrist. There needs to be a mandatory psychological diagnostic evaluation on top of the already mandatory background check and fingerprinting. And additionally, in order to purchase a firearm, you have to wait a mandatory time period of at least 1 week. So if you go in today and say, I want to purchase a gun, you should not be allowed to walk out with that gun that same day. You need to have wait a week. So in order to prevent any sporadic actions, you know, if someone is over emotional or they just went through something difficult, in order to prevent some sort of crises. Oh, also going back to the psychological diagnostic evaluation, they need to have a full psychological diagnostic evaluation or a mental health assessment. And then they also need a crisis screening, and they need a lethality assessment. And then the decision will be made on if they can receive or take the course to get their CCW and receive a firearm. That's my opinion. That's my 100% opinion on additional rules that need to be enforced with this bureau for gun ownership. And then on top of that, for responsible gun ownership, you should, just like how there are continuing education hours that certain professionals need to take, you should be required to go to the shooting range like once a month or once every few months, or take continued courses on responsible gun ownership, because I have seen and heard some irresponsible things coming from people who are now gun owners, and I was like, this is the exact type of person who does not need to be owning a gun. You do not need to show off that you have a CCW or a CCP, or go around talking about, oh, look at my gun, oh, I'm gonna shoot you, ha ha ha, as a joke. That's not responsible gun ownership. I don't care if you're joking or not. I know this is not like, I'm kind of going off on something else, but I'm just talking about just people having guns in general, because clearly this is the problem. You have civilians coming out on the street feeling like they're over here being vigilantes for what? Over some situation that's not even happening. A man is just jogging down the street, and you want to take it upon yourself to make an assumption or a decision and think you're being a civilian. No, you're a racist. You're discriminating. You have a perception and a stereotype about Black people, and you, with that skewed misconception, took it upon yourself to take somebody's life because you felt like they shouldn't be in that neighborhood. And then nothing is being done about it. We didn't even have this mandatory, we didn't even have the stay-at-home order in February. This happened in February. This stay-at-home crap started going on in mid-March. So what you saying about what was going on for a month and a half before then? And then, this is a run-on video. And then you have the Chinese treating black people, actually completely violating their human rights, removing them from their homes. China, you started it. Y'all started that crap. And now, because you don't want to take the shame and the disgrace, you're trying to deflect it and put it on black people. And I don't have anything against Chinese either, because my great-grandfather is full Chinese, Anthony Wang. My grandmother is half Chinese. But what I'm saying is, China, you need to take responsibility. And what they're doing, they're being discriminated against now. And so what they're trying to say is, oh no, we're Chinese. You know what? We don't want to feel this. Let's put it back on the people we typically discriminate against, which are black people, people of color. And I want to just say black people, because people of color, like I already said, discriminate against black people. So I want to say black people specifically, China's discriminating against. China knows they started this crap, and then they let it spread because they kept it hidden, kept it a secret, because they like to keep their BS under wraps. And now, in order to deflect, they want to put it on black people due to this disgusting racism. Absolutely disgusting. Like I said, we are peaceful people. We mind our own business. We were thriving, doing whatever we wanted to do wherever we were when we were in Africa, first of all. And even here now, we stay minding our own business, trying to thrive. And as soon as someone sees us trying to thrive, they appropriate our culture. They sit here and put restrictions on things we can and can't do, and they try to hide them in these loopholes within these laws. I can say all this stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and vent. I saw a post yesterday about a number you can call in order to, and I'll try to find that post again and put the number down in the description below. Call about the Ahmaud Arbery killing, to demand that something be done. Sometimes it's really hard. You're like, what else can I do? That's why I'm making this video, because right now what I can do is say something about it, and continue to bring awareness and demand that something be done. Something needs to be done, and something needs to be done right now. So leave your comments. I'm sure you will. YouTubers are the best commentators. I swear, y'all say some things. Like this video if you like this video. If you don't like this video, whatever, go ahead and give your opinion as well. Like, comment, subscribe, like I already said. Did I say subscribe correctly? Subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Follow me on Instagram. I'll have my Insta name somewhere down here. Let me know what you think. Share this video if you enjoyed this video, and we need to start or continue. I mean, we've been speaking up for a long time, but we need to continue to speak up, spread this information, and support our Black brothers and sisters, people of color, but specifically for this video, our Black brothers and sisters. My heart goes out to the family who is affected. I'm so sorry this is happening. I'm so sorry this has happened. No one should have to experience this or go through this living in America, of all places. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the conversation. And I will talk to you all later. Assalamu alaikum.